Yo, what's up, fam? New gun guy here. Wanted to check back in with y'all with a quick video, man. And so I told y'all on my last video when I shared the Springfield Saint pistol that I wanted to kind of talk to y'all about my red dot setup. So I'm gonna keep it real simple. I couldn't find my box for the Romeo 5, but I just got this Romeo MSR in, and I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of similarities with these red dots. Obviously, they're made by the same manufacturer. So this is the Sig Romeo 5. This is the Romeo MSR, as you see there. Excuse me, MSR. Yeah, that's what I said, my bad. So, shopping around, man. So really, to me, I was trying to find some nice red dots by a reputable manufacturer. Actually, I've heard that House and makes red dots for a Sig. I can't be, please don't quote me on that, but that's what I've been told. And so these price between probably normally between about $130 and $150. I actually found this one for $100 on. I saw it for $103 on Amazon. I bought it for $100 from gunbuyer.com. When I picked this up, I paid about $120, I think, for it. But you can find them in a lot of retail locations. Let's say like Bass Pro or Cabela's, places like that, for about $150. Some of your local gun dealers may have them for a little bit more. Again, a lot of similarities. There are some differences. They're both waterproof. They are IPX7 rated, which generally means you can kind of take them up to about 1 meter. Obviously, why would you need to? But obviously, if you drop them, in the water, you can kind of get them out of there pretty quickly and be okay. The Romeo 5, one of the main selling points for it over the MSR is the fact that, and I'll turn it around. Guys can probably see the dots here. They're both 2 MOA. The Romeo 5 has this system that Sig calls Motec. I'm sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. I admire you guys. They got all the fancy holders for your phones while you guys are recording. I gotta step my game up, but you can see the dot there on that one. But Motec, let me stay focused here and not sound like I'm rambling too much. This will time out on its own. So when your rifle or your, whatever you have it on, whatever firearm you have it on, when it's in your safe, not moving around, this will turn off. And so it's supposed to prolong the battery life. The Romeo 5 actually comes with a CR 2032 battery. They're saying that it will last up to 40,000 hours or more. And that's because when you're not moving it around, you're not, handling your firearm, your red dot will turn itself off. However, simply by moving it, it doesn't even have to be an aggressive shake to it at all, but simply the motion of picking your firearm up that this is housed on will wake it up. They both come with a mount. When I had this initially on my Smith & Wesson M&P Sport 2, it was co-witnessed perfectly with the iron sights that came on it by default. I have since moved this over to my rifle, and I've moved the 5 over to my AR pistol. Why? Because I'll show you another feature that prompted me to make that change. If you notice on the top, this dial, this one here, is designed to allow you to increase and decrease the brightness. I will see if I can demonstrate that for you. Bear with me. See if we can get the dot there. Okay. When you turn the dial, see it's getting brighter. See if we can take it up another one. Okay. it's a more of a manual process to increase or decrease the brightness on it. And with the Romeo 5, it's just a lot quicker. See if we can't get it on this one. You guys can see it there. Sorry, bear with me, man. I'm just trying to work this out for y'all. Just got the buttons right there on the top to bring it back up. Oh, there we go. Sorry. All right. Got your buttons down the top just to brighten it up, take it down. The relevance of that. In a home defense situation, I don't want to have to be twisting and turning this, right? If I need it brighter, I mean, number one, I want it kind of set and ready to go. And so the cool thing is I can, put my, I can wait till I have a low light situation at home, find my ideal brightness level, leave it, set it, and this is going to turn off when I kind of station my firearm where I leave them. With this, it's going to, number one, this does not turn off. It stays on the whole time. And let's just say if you're going to run this in home defense, then you're going to want to dial that down so that it doesn't kill the battery. Obviously, the lower the brightness, the longer the battery life. But if you leave that cranked up to where you may need it in a low light situation, just as an example, well, actually, you're going to use a higher brightness probably when it's in more well-lit settings. But nevertheless, this is a bit too cumbersome to be trying to maneuver through in an emergency situation. And so I'm more likely, at least that's just for me, I'm more likely to be running this in an emergency situation. It's going to come on automatically. I don't have to worry about the battery dying, as well as I have quick deployment of brightness settings if I need to be able to make an adjustment to it. They do use different batteries. The MSR uses the C1632 battery. It's saying that it has up to 20,000 hours of continuous runtime. But they both will fit on Picatinny rails. But ultimately, man, I just want to kind of share with you guys some budget-friendly red dots without going too cheap. You kind of get them from a reputable manufacturer, something that you can trust. They have pretty good warranties on them as well. I haven't had any issues in all my research. I didn't see a lot of complaints about them either. But I know if you guys are anybody like me, you may not be ready to jump into the $300-400 red dots, but you don't necessarily have to settle for something that's super cheap off of Amazon. Not to say that those don't work, and not to say that just because these are cheaper, they aren't better than some of the more expensive ones. But I found that both of these work really well. I enjoy them. I had the opportunity to kind of get them sighted in, and I run them at the range, man. So these are two products I would recommend, and I hope you guys like the review. Certainly, if y'all have any more questions, just drop it in the comments, man. I'll try to answer them for you. Appreciate if you've already subscribed to the channel. If this is your first time watching, go ahead and hit the subscribe bell. You'll get updated with any new videos I'm doing on firearms or accessories. And check you guys next time.